Today I'm making chapaghetti with decent toppings. I think it is the most delicious instant black bean sauce ramen, aka jajang ramen, for its cheap cost and convenience. This ramen saved my day a lot on lazy weekends when I really want to eat something decent but I'm too tired to cook. It is so easy to make, basically it's an instant ramen, but the details I'm going to show you will elevate its quality. You will never see chapaghetti like before. Alright, that being said, let's go to work. Before we start, if you want more legit Korean food videos, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Let's begin with the blueprint. There are 4 parts. Number 1, chapaghetti. Number 2, cheese. Number 3, egg. And number 4 is truffle flavored oil, which is optional but highly recommended. Now for the start, chapaghetti. The only thing important here is the volume of cooking water. Package says put in 600 milliliters of water, cook the noodles, and then drain the water. We're not gonna do that. Conclusion first, cook the ramen noodles in 300 ml of water for 5 minutes. We are going to put much less amount of water, about 40 to 50% of the suggested amount on the package. The reason I'm doing that is some of the water will be absorbed to the noodle and some will evaporate during the cooking process. And eventually, just proper amount of thick pasta cooking water will be left on the bottom of the pot. That water will make the sauce extra thick and creamy, so don't waste it. Also, the beauty of this technique is that you don't have to wash your colander. Marvelous, isn't it? The only downside is that you have to stir the noodle constantly for 5 minutes. Otherwise, it will stick to the bottom because the water is thicker and shallower than a normal recipe. After cooking for 5 minutes, heat off and add the spice package to the noodle and mix. Stir well so that the spice powder spreads evenly. Once well mixed, add flavored oil and mix one more time. You have to remember that the heat kills aroma. This kind of oil is for enhancing the aroma, so you must add it after you kill the heat and right before you eat. And there are your noodles. Now move on to the cheese. You can use pretty much any cheese you want. Hard cheese like Parmigiano Reggiano will be great. Cheddar is also great, and mozzarella, why not? So you do you, but in the name of authentic, I'll just go with the simple American cheese. There is nothing like processed cheese which has great value for convenience. Next, let's talk about the egg. Again, conclusion first, cook the egg however you like. You can just fry it on a non-stick pan, which is the simplest, or poached, scrambled, sunny side up, whatever you like. But this time I decided to make a boiled egg, which is for the aesthetic and also delicious. I've been looking for years how to make the boiled egg easy to peel. Peeling boiled eggs was such a stress. After all the trial and error, my conclusion was this: the egg piercer. This small utensil make a little tiny hole on the surface of the shell, but not all the way through. I don't know how it does, and it is not 100% perfect, but it makes peeling much easier than any other method for sure. For perfect boiled egg, we must control the variables. Variable 1 is heat. We need consistent heat. My method is this: boil the water, kill the heat, carefully put the eggs in, and maintain the very low heat. If you cook the eggs in the boiling water, eggs can crash into each other and crack. So I just focus on maintaining the heat, not boiling the water all the time. Variable 2 is time. Cooking time depends on the preference. The egg on the video was cooked for exactly 7 minutes. Someone likes runny yolk and someone doesn't. Someone likes soft-boiled egg and someone likes hard-boiled one. Find your preference and adjust the cooking time. After taking out the eggs out of water, rinse them with cold water. Crack the shell and carefully peel them off. Mine was so soft, so the flesh was torn. I broke 2 of them. Thankfully, I made 3, and there you have it, a proper boiled egg. Lastly, let's talk about the 4th element, the truffle flavored oil. I think chapaghetti may be one of the best food which goes well with the truffle. I highly recommend you to put truffle flavored oil into the chapaghetti. It is extraordinary. With just about half teaspoon of it, the whole bowl instantly goes another level. So I really recommend it. Alright, time to assemble. Spray some truffle flavored oil to the chapaghetti and mix. Noodle into the bowl, put the cheese on, and optionally melt it with the torch. Make a well, and finally, one little white sack of gold on top. And there is the dish that will be your favorite lunch for lazy weekend. Now let's eat. So how does it taste? To explain, the umami and salty noodles combined with creamy cheese and egg yolk with a hint of truffle. So rich and so creamy. It is amazing that these cheap, everyday ingredients can make this flavor. I definitely recommend you to make your own. Alright, that's it for today. Hope you guys make your own bowl of Chapaghetti this weekend. Just order a bunch of Chapaghetti and shove it in the pantry. It will save you on a tired, hungry day. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you soon.